There's some person here too. Ah, food to go and where to go and food to talk to and everything.
I am a gander and a hunter and a gatherer. Feel like a traveler.
The man mutters to himself, ascending the beats as he goes. Keep listening.
From another planet. Hey there.
He finishes and turns to you. Indeed, with the hey there. I am the law. That's like... what's going on here?
It's the jam, my man.
He motions towards the sprawl of lorries with a sweeping gesture. What's the jam?
It's a traffic jam for the ages. Harbor gates up the street are shut tight. No explanation given. Workers on strike, scabs agitating, an all-around clusterfuck. Meanwhile, we're all stuck here in long-haul limbo for days upon days upon days. Upon days.
He glances south down the road. Upon days. So, how long have you been here?
Feels near forever. Like I was born on this here roundabout and this was all I ever knew. Just me and the metal and the tires, the oil and the fumes of mazout.
Extravagantly praised, but I can roll with it.
Yeah, imagine. It's been a whole week already.
He snickers. Behind the laugh, however, a touch of sorrow.
So
Indeed.
tell me, what do you need?
Know anything about the dead man? The one hanging behind the hostel there. Point at the yard. He ain't one of us drivers, I know that. All accounted for. Otherwise, I haven't really asked about that. Been wasting time right here. Keep him busy. It's easy to see he's telling the truth. He's kept his nose out of the dark stuff. Busy with what exactly, though? Analyzing the fundamental structural and psychological conditions of being stranded in the midst of sea of motor lorries and their sad, despondent chauffeurs. And your conclusion on this? A sense of surprise. There ain't more bodies hanging out from more trees. What are you hauling anyway? Oh, high-grade narcotics, illegal firearms, stuff like that. Time to arrest him. Okay, and what are you actually hauling? Can't even get a few jokes past you, my man. Ever since they think it, I don't think that's the truth. He grins. I've got another haul of falling cargo, mostly sporting goods, track suits and the kind of thing. They usually get sipped in court and the Occident, though we've been marking headways in the Lilmaran market lately. Could I get one of those fallen tracksuits you're hauling? We're Pauls and all, but I can't just freely hand out the merchandise. The bosses won't be happy. That's your machine behind you? This rockin' beauty, he points at the lorry with his thumb. Sure, it's like a rash you can't get rid of. You interested in heavy-duty cargo machinery? Yeah, these lorries are pretty neat. Neat for carrying large quantities of cargo a long distance. These fallen tracksuits need to find their way to the kids way out in the Omra and the Larambat somehow. There it is again, a little touch of sadness beneath his cool. He thinks he's spent too long in this lorry. So nothing illegal then. Not unless they've got illegal sports equipment while I was on the road. Not a question then. What do you see in his eyes? Tell me about this strike. It's like whatever's going on over at the docks. Workers got a blockade set up, making demands, no way in or out. What's that union demanding? Some pretty wild stuff I hear, like a giant new power crane and half the company. I forget what exactly. Good on them, I guess. I've heard talk there's a company rep in town too, like a strike negotiator type. They know what's up, precise pay demands and so on. Oh yes, from the Wild Pines. He takes a note. We'll meet her soon enough, I am sure. What do you think the company wants? They want to keep that money flowing in my man. In my man. He makes a kashing sound. Anything else I should know? Anything else? He thinks. Yeah, this ain't really my area of expertise. I just do my job and get paid. A lot of snow, suddenly. I had things to do and places to be. All of us do. All of who? Us lorry drivers, camions, a few still hang around here waiting for this mess to end. Most have scurried off elsewhere to get drunk or high or late. He smiles awkwardly. Not that I blame him really, but not you. Not my thing. Chasing transient pleasures is a track these days. I prefer the examined life now. Thinking, reflecting, observing. He glances down the road towards the horizon and cleaned up something in his eyes. Medium success. What's better than chasing transient pleasures? The more transient, the better. When one's ended, you can get on to the next one. What do you see in his eyes? Well, we can try, but it's like 50-50 if I succeed or not, so... Yay, success! In his eyes, a familiar longing, flecks of brown and gold. Familiar how? It's hard to say. His gaze wanders southwest, down the street that goes beyond the horizon. What's in the southwest? Excuse me. He emerges from the reverie. Hell, I get longing. I felt something similar since I woke up. Man, he sighs, I don't know what to say. Not much anyone can do. There's no help in an absence, you know? Absence, yeah. I miss my family. They're all I have, my 5. A second kid on the way, waiting all the way in Tiara. And here I am stuck in this shit so far from home. Tiara. The era of the 7 seas. It's on the other end of Likailiu, pretty much. On another island called Laurendide. Off mainland. We've got a little place there. I can almost hear my kid laugh when it snows. What is it like to miss someone? What's it like? Good and bad. An ache that brings you joy. He smiles warmly. I think of them a lot. I dream of these silly scenarios in great detail, of living with them. It comforts me. There's a pause and a sigh. Then he turns his eyes to you. What about you, cop man? You're missing someone. Is that what it is, this feeling? Yeah, is it what we are feeling, longing? Of course, the half-light, my RQ insights. No, it's scarier than that. You're pursued by a hunter, smelling of apricots and sorrow. And the past. Well, different sort of perspectives into the same thing. Would it be longing or would it be that sort of a feeling of being pursued by something that you might not want to feel? I miss my gun. I miss someone, but I don't know who it is. I feel for you, my friend. It's bad enough to know who you miss. Missing like that doesn't feel like it has much of an upside. But thanks for this. It's nice to talk to someone, and I know it wasn't easy to ask. He smiles. I hope you find your way through your own troubles. Thank you. Got any smokes on you? Nope, don't smoke. He nods towards the big lorry behind him. Some of the other drivers do, though. There's still a few around waiting for the charm to disperse, or waiting for the sweet release of death. Yep. Nothing wrong with that statement. Your senses have nothing to add. You'll have to ask around elsewhere. Perception. Could have succeeded, but nope. Failure. Guess I'll ask around. You could also check the kiosk down the street. Fritte. He points towards the harbor. With 3 T's. Rökhol is weird. I don't want to ask this. He's freaking here like this, so I'm good for now. Good talk. Leave. Don't be a stranger, he gives a salute with 2 fingers. There's these different items that I have now. But then we could increase something. Level up. I'm like thinking, how do I exactly need to do this? If I click on this, will it just automatically put that 1 point into there? I guess so, because it looks like it's pointing into here. I don't think I want to be increasing immediately more my inland empire, even though I do like it a lot. What would I like to increase? Of course, I could increase some of these type of things too, even though my skills in them won't ever be that high, but still good. Raise the hair on your neck, tune into the city. Cool for city lovers, the wisest of the street vice. The genuinely supernatural. Shivers come when the temperature drops and you become more keenly aware of your surroundings. It enables you to hear the city itself, to truly belong to the streets. It isn't supernatural ability, old wrong play out in present time, scenes across the city happens in front of you, but who is speaking to you? At high level, shivers may make you seem mad to the outside world as you listen to the city. You don't listen to others. Your superiors may begin to worry with low shivers, though you will seldom hear the city speaking to you. And if you cannot hear it, how can you ever save it? What is Half-Life then? Cool for high-strung investigators. Shoot now, ask questions later, cops. Surprise haters. So this is the genuinely supernatural city lovers, the vices of the street vice. High flyers, party enthusiasts, cops who need lighting. Cool for muscle men, bare knuckle brawlers, gym teachers. Unstoppable fighters, guys who won't die, masochist. Fighters who can take a hit. Look out who don't sleep, human batteries. Trick shooters, snipers, jugglers. Fine detailed detectives, sensualist, urban scavengers. Shot dodgers, thinkers of their feet, pinball heads, like just cool for foo. She's unbreakable show-offs, machinist thinkers, instrument players, god players, military fetishists, cool people. Just cool. Analyst, pure rationalist, obviously logical, thinkers, historians, trivia freaks, ideologues, conversationalists, would-be politicians, undercover cops, thespians of the stage, psychopaths. Psychedelic fancies, critics, creativity, forensic scientists, tactical fighters, math-minded people. Then might these things, diplomats, charmers, sociopaths, cops, cop aficionados, pretend cops, call for leaders, experts of psychological warfare, respect junkies, judges of character, interviewers, interrogators, dreamers, paranatural investigators, mental creators. Volition, sane people, well-adjusted cops, the non-suicidal. I kind of want to go and put 1 point into empathy. Empathy breaks into the souls of others and forces you to feel what's inside, enables you to notice crucial cues others may miss. Perhaps hidden sadness you could coax out a little more, a strange joy from someone who should be berated, or a hidden resentment that could return to harm you later. At high levels, empathy really puts you in other people's shoes. You'll cry for their sorrows, punch walls to relieve their angers, and be an even more unstable cop. With low empathy, however, you'll be an ungainly beast, unable to talk to anyone without upsetting them. I am also tempted to take the shivers just so that maybe the city could talk to me sometimes. I do have at least 3 points into it, so if I got it at least max more tricky, then it would be like 6 points, which is nonetheless at least the starting level of these, so doesn't seem that bad. Sure, I'll take 1 into shivers. It sounds fun that the city would talk to us a little bit. Sure. Now then, I have 1 point specifically in the Inland Empire plus 1 in Shivers. I do want to put a point into Empathy, but probably next level up then. This is, after all, city lovers. We are in a city, so he seems city person anyways, even if I wouldn't be city lover. The vices of the street vice, the genuinely supernatural. Different sort of quests. Then can I like put one into... How does this stuff work exactly? Ah, like... Thought cabinet. Like I'm trying to think like what is in here. Bonuses from thoughts. Health, morale, problem solution, temporary research bonus +1 encyclopedia, factual memory returns, research time 6 hours 5 minutes. Let's rewind. Let's trace your trunk and steps back home. Jump across the raised channel bridge southwest of here. Fall over, get up, get off the asphalt in 20 minutes, shuffle your feet through courtyards carrying a little children. Go under the Great Race motor track, the 881, until you reach the domain eminent in South Shamrock. The streets are frozen this time of year, caked with ice. Walk down the main to Peridion, there's a side alley there and your footprints in the mind. Research time. So if I start to internalize it, it's like... What does it mean? Don't know exactly. Like, should I have it or should I not have it? Not 100% sure about it, because on the other hand, I'm thinking that should I rather have a... Not have it at all at the moment, but just when I would be ready to start doing it, or should I have it now? But let's have it, I guess. I hope that's a good choice. I hope. It's just a question of where to go, what to investigate. Considering there seems to be a lot of stuff to do. Goods from the lorry haphazardly litter the surrounding. Where do I see actually right now, for example, how much I did have for the next level up? I guess, yeah, from here 25 from 100. So will take a while to get that. Some great tectonic forces cracked the pavement like an eggshell. I don't know which one would be more. Maybe a sea monster did this to the plaza. Sea monster. The damage looks like it could have been caused by an earthquake. Bench. The worn and beaten wooden planks of the bench do not look overly comforting. The lieutenant looks down the street. We can sit on benches after we've solved the murder. Let's go. You can revisit the bench if you ever need to pass the time when Lieutenant Kitsuraki is gone. Okay. What's this then? An ancient fountain. It doesn't pump water anymore. There's a tree in it. Let's see. Like, just wondering, remaining time that I would be needing to put into that, but let's trace your trunk and steps back home. Jump across the raised channel bridge, southwest of here. Okay, if we would try to do that, so southwest would be in there. I guess I should at least... God damn it. What's this? A sewer crate, a gateway to the river of filth. That's for sure. Like, yeah, it would have to be in this way where we would be finding out where exactly our home is, but it doesn't seem like the most logical thing to start to do right now when we still have to go and get the freaking body even down. Simply put. Did I look into that before? There are bottles inside, you could pick them up if you had a bag, but I do not have a bag, but there's definitely a lot of people over there too, but let's just try to see if we can do this first. There's just so much to do, so many different directions to try to go into that, it's like, I don't know even where to concentrate first. So how do I use the ammonia that we got? A thin glass tube wrapped in cotton meeting used to treat fainting smells produced by Saint Baptiste. Note, this is a quest item. You don't have to equip it to use it. Just have it in your inventory is enough. So it should be okay. But it's just a different question if it... Like, how should I be doing it? Active decay. The ammonia. The ammonia only makes it worse. The combination forces tears out of your ducts. You manage to keep it in once. The second time you can't. So ammonia didn't help much, like at all. The second time not so much. When the vomiting is done, your cheeks are wet with tears. The ammonia didn't help at all. Nor does the wind right now. You feel the lieutenant pat on your back rhythmically. The weight is reassuring, like a cradle on solid fortification. Pat, pat, pat. I've seen strong men turn themselves inside out for hours. You're facing through odds here. Alcohol withdrawal makes it considerably harder. You're being weak. This is weakness, and it cannot go on much longer or you will lose. Give me a moment, I got this. No. This is bullshit. No. Why can't I keep it in if I've been a cop my full life? I've seen captains puke their guts out. It never gets easier. You never get used to the smell. Every Monday is a kind of weird day. Throw up, investigate. Throw up, initial autopsy. Throw up, back it. He pats on your back again. He pats. Then drive to station, maybe throw up on the way there if you didn't pack the thing like tight enough. Yeah, but you are fine. I think I've lost my sense of smell. There's a pause. Not being hungover helps too. Yeah, we just gotta try again. Give me a moment, I got this. Let's try again. An appropriate attitude. He withdraws his hand and looks you in the eye. You need to get your shit together. Say nothing, just nod. Shit compression, yes. Thoughts gained. Volumetric shit compressor. We should go talk to locals. Find something else to do while the wind changes. It's pretty bad right now. You have received a thought. When this dialogue is over, go to your thought cabinet in the bottom right menu and equip it. Yeah. Give it half an hour. Get yourself together, then come back and have another one. Okay. Let's try to do that. So we got a new thought. It does go lower. Temporary resource bonuses none. Resource time 30 minutes. Like the only question for me this is, should I be trying to do this right now, or do I do this just in my mind at the same time? That's the question. Your shit is apart, and it's rather unbecoming of a cop and a human being. It's supposed to be the opposite of that, together. Compressed in a small area. To achieve a solid level of shit compression, squeeze your butt cheeks together for 30 minutes. Do something similar with the two hemispheres of your brain. Talk to people, maybe that will help. Maybe, we could hope so. What if I would internalize into here rather? Then they are, so to speak, more or less alone-ish. Well, that's something. Let's go visit back inside, shall we? Low morale put points into volition. Maybe the city will talk to me. Could I talk to you now better?
Hello again, sweetie. I see you met up with your colleague.
Yeah, I have. She looks at the lieutenant. I'm lieutenant, and the lieutenant nods politely. Does that mean you... who's a sweetie?
Why? You are, officer.
I'm not really a sweetie. I'm no sweetie. Look at me.
You are a handsome man, officer, with your moustache and your chiseled jaw, and that silly dimple on your chin.
I don't want to talk about the dimple anymore. Thanks, I appreciate it.
You must forgive me. I'm getting so scatterbrained, I completely forgot to introduce myself.
No worries.
I'm Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for tea when they're away.
Her eyes glitter over the rims of her glasses as she looks up smiling. This Lena is wacky enough for the motley crew. Hire her on the spot. Sweetie needs money. You seem to be in a chair. How do you like to roll with me? Her eyes light up. Whatever do you mean? I want you to be my wheelchair partner in fighting crimes, riddling backyards of corpses, catching sequence killers. Sequence killers? Oh my, she sounds impressed. But I think you already have a partner, sweetie. A partner who needs you to help him get a corpse down from the tree. I know, but there's also side mysteries, sequence killers, and forays into the paranatural. I can assure you with absolute certainty there are no sequence killings taking place in Martinez. Now, gentlemen, no need to squabble, she turns to you. I wouldn't be of much use to you anyway, sweetie. Why? 3 heads are better than 2. Thank you, Pot. She looks out the window wistfully. Martinez isn't the most wheelchair accessible place, you see. I'd slow you down. She turns back to you with a hopeful glint in her eyes. Perhaps another time. I don't know if you've noticed, but I don't know where I am or what I'm doing or anything. Her eyes follow your movements with some concern. Yes, officer, you look rather dazed, like a stunned fox, but surely things can't be that bad. She won't judge you no matter what you say, so she actually is someone that we can talk to. I really did drink so hard I forgot literally everything. Hopefully he isn't listening. Oh my! It takes a moment to process. You know where we are, right? The Whirling in Rags cafeteria, it was on my keys. That's right, and where is the Whirling in Rags cafeteria itself located? See, I have no idea. She flashes your worried look. We're in the city of Revachol, dear. Honestly, I don't know diddly squat about Revachol. What kind of place is this? Her grey eyes widen. How would I even begin to tell you? Revachol is the most beautiful city in the world. We're fortunate to be here, you and I. I haven't seen very many other cities personally, but everyone says so. Revachol is a rare jewel. This city used to rule the world, though it has seen better days. There's a pause as she studies your expression. You must look quite lost. Speaking of history, you know what year it is, yes? It's a bad year in my late 40s or 50s. I don't even know how old I am. Tete, the year is 51. The spring has only just started. I'm sure there are better days ahead. The lieutenant studies you, rubbing his chin. I'm beginning to suspect that you might indeed be completely adrift in this reality, thinks the lieutenant. How can it be that bad? Never mind, we're in this now. Uh, I can tell that this is taxing for you, so I'll just ask one more question. What regime are we living under? What mode of government? Uh, well, yeah, totally. Totally machines, yes. Radio is not being used to control people's minds and distort our perception of reality. Are concealing our true masters, foreigners, and women. Cop. Cop regime. Some kind of democracy, maybe? I could go on for whatever sort of thing. I have no idea. Nope, sadly not. Revolution is what's called a zone of control. Under an alliance of foreign powers called the Coalition, we have no government of our own, and what democracy we have is, she thinks, market-driven. If there's no government, how come there are cops? Oh dear, this is troubling. You really ought to know that, being one yourself. There aren't any cops in Revachol, not in the traditional sense. The statutes of law enforcement has been complicated matter since the revolution. But we should stop for today, sweet. You look like you need a break. Besides, I'm not the best person to explain the big things to anyone. She's scared now. She's realized you really are brain damage. What is the revolution you mentioned? A defeat, I'm afraid. The people of this archipelago tried to build something new, something different. The rest of the world didn't like it, so they came and ended it. This was 42 years ago. What does that have to do with there not being any cops? It has something to do with everything. I really don't know how to explain it better. Okay. I'm just a poor woman, she thinks. What do I know of these things, and how can I help you? How did I do? You didn't do too well, dear. It looks like you are having trouble remembering things. History and places, remembering reality, in a word. It's very odd. A sigh. The lieutenant buries his nose in his notebook. But maybe a fresh set of eyes is what this world needs, and while I'm no doctor, the spouts of amnesia are often temporary, so I wouldn't worry too much. She means this sincerely. Worrying won't do any good. Me won't be worrying then. Who could tell me more? Conclude. Someone more educated in sweeping matters? Maybe you should ask. She turns to the lieutenant. No, he looks away. I'm not an encyclopedia. I won't be a guide either. I'm a detective. Get a reality lockdown. Of course, she turns to you. Then I don't know. Someone rich, maybe. Wealthy people are educated. Though I don't know where you would find a wealthy person among Martinis. I don't wanna say that. You seem to be in a share. Yes, dear. I am a paraplegic. A paraplegic is someone with limited or no ability to use the lower half of their body. Paraplegia is caused by spinal cord injuries like falling from a great height or grenade explosion. Did you fight in a war? I'm sorry, it was rude of me to mention a wheelchair. Let's move on. That's quite alright. I'm used to people asking questions. I know what they're thinking about it anyway. There is no bitterness in her voice. She accepted the curiosity her condition inspires a long time ago. Well, I've got to get going then. Thank you. Of course, dear. Good luck with your case. She gives you a small wave. You.
Can I help you?
Is the trash container out back yours? Mine. No, it belongs to the world in racks. Thank you for clearing that up. Why do you keep the container locked? Why? To keep the hobos and trunks out, that's why. And the neighbors too. They put their trash there and they don't pay for garbage company. I thought as much, and are you the only party with access to the trash container? Well, yes, us and a garbage disposal company. It seems a little callous, doesn't it? Something stirs in you. It's common sense. I wonder what this feeling is. Brought at him and find out. Doesn't it seem callous to you, guarding even your leftovers from the poor? Callous? What are you, Krasmasov? Almost all establishments in the Revachol kept their trash locked. The world in Idrax is not special in that regard. Encyclopedia. Krasmasov, nom de guerre, was an economist and a historical materialist. He was a leading figure on the Krat side of the Central Revolution, where he headed the 9-day government even. Masov is considered the father of scientific communism. Masovian thought or Masovian. I am no Krasmasov. No one was implying you were, officer. Where were we? Well, we need those keys, though. What do you need them for? It concerns the case. The lieutenant's voice is harsh and sudden. Please cooperate. He takes the keys from under the counter and hands them to you. Just bring them back once you're done, please. Maybe later, not right now. Goodbye. That's at least almost done. Compression. So we could try to check the trash and maybe then I'll have the time, or maybe after that I can have a look into the body. You can sleep after 21:00. Sleeping heals all your health and morale. To be continued with Kid Arusha next time in Disco Elysium. See you all then.